Hello friends, in this video we are discussing about the rational numbers and their decimal expansions, and the last video we had discussed about rational numbers and irrational numbers. Those who didn't watch the video, please go back and watch the video before watching this. It might be better for you. And now rational numbers. In rational numbers, we have discussed that there is terminating and non-terminating repeating numbers, right? We have discussed in the last video that terminating and non-terminating repeating number comes under rational numbers, and non-terminating non-repeating number is a irrational number. Now let's see an example of terminating number. 1.23. It's a terminating number, and non-terminating repeating number is 1.23, 23, 23, etc. to infinity. Now let's see 8 by 10. How can we write 8 by 10? We can write the decimal in decimal form. We can write it as 0.8 division method. But we have to do here a decimal expansion without a division method. Now in theorems tells about that if it is in the form of p by q, the rational number is in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. If q is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, then it is a terminating decimal. If q is not in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, then it is non-terminating repeating decimal, where n and m are whole numbers in both cases. Theorem 1.6 tells that let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n, m are non-negative integers. Then x has a decimal expansion which terminates. What it tells, if let x equal to p by q, if it is x equal is a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, and n and m are non-negative integers or whole numbers, then the decimal expansion x will terminate. Theorem 1.7 tells that let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n, m are non-negative integers. Then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating repeating or recurring. That means in a rational number it is in the form of p by q. In such a number, the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. If so, the n and m are whole numbers, and x will have the decimal expansion non-terminating repeating. Now let's see some examples. Then now 5 by 8. How can we express 8? What are the factor of 8? 2 cube is the factor of 8. So 5 by 2 cube. No, now here is 2 is and here it is in the form 2 raised to n. Now let's check that is it 5 raised to m. So what can we do? Into 5 raised to 0, where 5 raised to 0 equal to 1. So we can write it as 5 by 2 cube into 5 raised to 0. So it is a terminating. Now let's see 23 by 125. 23 by, how we can write 125? 5 cubes are 125, right? So 23 by 5 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 0. 2 raised to 0 equal to 1. So now it is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. The denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. So it is a terminating decimal. Now let's see 3 by 7. Well, what are the factors of 7? 7 or 1, right? So we cannot express it as in the form of 2 raised to n or 5 raised to m. So so it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Now we talked about terminating or non-terminating without division. Now let us find terminating decimal expansions. Now let's see the example we discussed before. So 5 by 8. We wrote it as 5 by 2 cube into 5 raised to 0, right? When terminating decimal expansion comes, the power of 2 and 5 should be equal. So it should be in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n. So we should make the power equal. Here the power of 2 is 3 and 5 is 0. We should make 2 5 as pair and 2 cube into 5 cube. So now we have multiplied 2 cube with multiply the denominator with the same number we have multiplied to the denominator. So how can we write 5 into 5 cube by 2 cube into 5 cube? That's equal to 5 into 125 by 1000. That's equal to 625 by 1000. That's equal to 0.625. Now let's see 23 by 125. 23 into, how we can express it as 23 by 5 cube into 2 cube and multiply the 2 cube to the denominator. So we get 8 into 23 by 1000. That's equal to 184 by 1000. That's equal to 0.184. Now let's see to the 3 by 7. Can we do this? No, we can't pair 2 5. So without division we can't do decimal expansion of non-terminating repeating decimals. Exercise 1.4. First question. Without actually performing long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Now we have to check that without performing long division, whether the following numbers have a terminating or non-terminating repeating decimal expansions. Now let's see first one. 13 by 3125. Now we should find the factor of 3125. 3125 divided by 3, not possible. So divided by 5. So we get 625 and again divided by 5, 125, divided by 5 we get 25, again 5 and divided by 5 we get 1. So how can we write here 13 by 5 raised to 5? And now it's clear that it is in the form 5 raised to m. Is q equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m here? Yes, it is in 5 raised to m and we have to check that it is in whether it is in q 2 raised to n or not. So what we do here, multiply 5 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 0. 2 raised to 0 equal to 1. So we get 13 by 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 5. So now the q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it is a terminating decimal. Second one, 17 by 8. The factors of 8 are 2 cube. 17 by 2 cube. 2 cube into 5 raised to 0. 5 raised to 0 equal to 1. So q is equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to 4. So it is a terminating decimal. Third one, 64 by 454. 5. So what the factor of 455 is divided by 591, 7, 13 and again divided by 13 equal to 1. So 64 by 7 into 5 into 13. Here it is not in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Fourth one, 15 by 1600. The factors of 1600 are divided by 2, 800, divided by 2, 400, again 2, 200, 2, 100, again 250, again 225, divided by 5, 5. So we can write it as 15 by 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 2. Here q is in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m. So it is a terminating decimal. Fifth one, 29 by 343. Now we have to find the factors of 343. 343 divided by 3 is not possible and 5 is not possible. So we have to divide it by 7. 3 divided by 7 we get 49, and again divided by 7 we get 7. Again divided by 7 we get 1. So it is equal to 29 by 7 cube. Now 2 raised to q is not in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. So next, sixth one, 23 by 2 raised to 3, 5 raised to 2. From here itself it is clear that 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So q is equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, and n and m are whole numbers. So it is a terminating decimal. Now seventh one, 129 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 7 into 7 raised to 5. Here it is a 2 raised to n is there and 5 raised to m is there. But here 7 raised to 5 is also there. So q is not equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Eighth one, 6 by 15. 6 by 15 we can divide it from here itself, 2 by 5. So 2 by 5. Here it is in the 5 is in the form of 5 raised to m and into 2 raised to 0. We get q is in 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it is a terminating number. Ninth one, 35 by 50. Here we can write it as 35 by 2 into 5 raised to 2. So it is q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it is a terminating decimal. Now 10th one, 77 by 210. Now we find the factors of 210. 210 divided by 2 we get 105. Again divided by 5 we get 21, and divided by 3 7. We divided by 7 1. So we can write it as 77 by 2 into 5 into 3 into 7. 2 into 5 into 3 into 7. So we can divide 77 by 7. We get 11 by 2 into 5 into 3. If so, it is not in the form of q equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Question number 2. Write down the decimal expansions of those rational numbers in question 1 above which have terminating decimal expansions. Now in first question we have done the terminating decimal expansions. So we have to write the decimal expansions of those terminating decimals. First one, 13 by 3125. In the first question we got that 13 by 3125 is a terminating decimal and is in the form 13 by 5 raised to 5 and 2 raised to 0. When terminating decimal expansion comes, the power of 2 and 5 should be equal, that is 2 raised to n into 5 raised to n. So what we do here, we should multiply the power of 2 as what in the power of 5. So here the power of 5 is 5. So we multiply 2 into 2 raised to 5. So we get 13 by 5 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 5, and also we multiply the numerator into the same number which we multiplied to the denominator. Now we get 13 into 2 raised to 5 by 5 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 5 or 5 into 2 raised to 5. That's equal to 32 into 13 by 5 into 2 raised to 5. That's equal to what we get, 416 by 1000000. That is 10 raised to 5. That's equal to, while dividing we get 0.00416. Let's see second one, 17 by 8. 17 by 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 3. That's equal to 17 into 5 raised to 3 by 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 3. So we get 17 into 125 by 2 into 5 raised to 3. That's equal to 2125 by 1000. That's equal to 2.125. Fourth one, 15 by 1600. 15 by, how we can write it as 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 2. So now we should make the power of 5 raised to 6. 2 raised to 6 we should make equal. The powers equal, 2 raised to 6 and 5 raised to 6. So we should multiply it with 5 raised to 4. And we should multiply the numerator with 5 raised to 4. Now we get 15 by 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 4. And now we get 15 into 5 raised to 4 by 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 6. So 625 into 15 by 2 into 5 raised to 6. That's equal to 903.75 by 10 raised to 6. That's equal to 0.009375. How we put the decimal number? We got here 1 and 6 zeros. And here it is a 4 digits. In the numerator, 9375 is a 4 digit. So we should, the decimal comes before the 6 digit. So we should add 2 digit before 9375 and we get 0.009375. Now let's see sixth one. 23 by 2 raised to 3, 5 raised to 2. 23 by 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 2 we got. So we should make the power into 5 raised to 3. So we should multiply it with 5 and the denominator multiplying with 5. We get 23 into 5 by 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 3 equal to 115 by 2 into 5 raised to 3. That's equal to 115 by 1000. That's equal to 0.115. Eighth one, 6 by 15. From here itself we can divide it as 6 divided by 3, 2, 15 by 3, 5. 2 by 5 we get. 2 by 5 into 2. So we should multiply denominator with 2. That's equal to 2 into 2 by 5 into 2 equal to 4 by 10 and it's equal to 0.4. Ninth one, 35 by 50. Divided by 5 we get 7 by 10. So 7 by 2 into 5. That's equal to 0.7. Question number 3. The following real numbers have decimal expansions as given below. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form p by q, what can you say about the prime factors of q? So, we have to find the numbers below as rational or not. If they are rational and of the form p by q, then we should say what about the q? Factors of q. So first one, 43.12345678 So it is a terminating number. Terminating number is a rational number, right? It is in the form of p by q and q equal to 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m and n and m are whole numbers. Next one, 0.12012001200. Now it is in the form of what? Non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. So it is an irrational number, right? So next one, 43.12345678 repeating. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. So it is a rational number, and its rational number equal to p by q, and q is in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, n and m are whole numbers.